Good morning. It is Monday, December 1st. Happy December. 24 days till Christmas. So we have started our walking tour with our guide, Giorgio. And we just got off the bus into Old Palermo. Here we go. We are walking through an old gate of Palermo, and we're going to the market. I love this sign, bed and breakfast down this alley. No fish today, no fish. I just love markets and the restaurants you find at them. And this, I don't know what this church is. It's a lovely church. We've got to a wide area at the market. We were all squished in. And here we have all kinds of Italian spices. This is the Church of St. Ippolito. We're going in, but the exterior is beautiful. So this is the interior of St. Ippolito. And just the sights above are just, it's just so colorful. So, as Tom says, so kind of gritty.
Yes.
This is the Church of St. Agatha from the 14th century. It was built on the remains of the Roman wall. And this is a remain of the old Roman wall, the Roman city wall. All right, and this little cart's just standing here. It's adorable. It's about the marionettes, the puppets. There's another one, and I love the way the sun is shining on it. It's very charming. Okay, we have reached the cathedral. And this has gone back and forth from being a Christian church to a mosque several times because Spain was ruling over Sicily for quite a while, the Moors. And now we're at the side of the cathedral. Wow. Gorgeous. And another beautiful day. We are inside the Cathedral of Palermo. It's just beautiful. Just kind of going around. It was pretty big. Oh, and this church has their nativity set up. This is the first nativity we've seen. Very traditional in Italy to set up large nativity scenes in churches. And this is a gorgeous, gorgeous side chapel. And this is maybe in tribute of St. Rosalie, their local saint. So this could have some relics of St. Rosalie. And I'm filming through a wrought iron gate. And there's a meridian in the church that has all the signs of the zodiac. Okay, some people were standing, so let's finish the meridian. And when the sun reaches a certain point, it shines in one of the windows and shines on the meridian. And this is just, it was the former, I believe, palace of someone of the aristocracy. And we're continuing our walking tour. This is an interesting building. And then the No Mafia. Interesting. And again, I believe all these buildings belong to the aristocracy at some point. And then we've got some bobbleheads. Love it. We are at the area of the Four Corners. And I think he said this was all about power. Lots of police. And here is the fourth corner, because that's where I was standing to film. I love this guy up here, right there. Yikes. So I was wrong. These are actually fountains that aren't turned on. The figures above each fountain represents a different season. On the second level are the kings of Spain. And on the third level, the patron saints of Palermo. So that makes sense. Forget everything else I said before. Okay, and we can take horse and carriages or like a tuk-tuk. Okay, we have some church bells going off. It is 10 o'clock. And I think he said this is the Church of St. Joseph. So he had a very interesting story about this fountain. It dates back to the 1500s. It was commissioned by this family that lived in this house. I believe that's what he said. But they actually couldn't end up not being able to pay for it. So the city bought it. They put it here. The statues were delivered to the city of Messina. They like coming here because it was made in Florence, and the people of Messina was jealous that it was coming to Palermo, so they cut off all the statues' noses, which was replaced. And then finally, this building behind the fountain was a convent, so it was very scandalous that these naked gods and goddesses were here. They called it the Fountain of Shame. All right, this is a church that was built as a private chapel. And then this looks like almost like a hammam, but again, it had a lot of Moorish influence here, just because it's an island in the Mediterranean, so all kinds of people came here. Beautiful. All right, this was not a mosque. It was built by one of the Norman kings of or Norman nobleman of Sicily, and he hired a Moorish architect. So it was built as a church, a private chapel. And our tour is almost over. But this attached to the church, it used to be a cloistered convent, and the nuns used to make cannoli. Yum. So they still sell cannoli. And they use the nun's old recipe. So I would love to try that. All right, well, 14 of us are doing the optional tour that is a wine tasting. And it, again, it's such a beautiful day, but it's so pretty here. I don't know if you can see it, but the Mediterranean is out there, so just gorgeous. Love that. Hey, we had a talk about the beginning of the winery. Oh, look at these barrels. Oh my gosh, just to give you an idea how big they are. It's been in business for over 200 years. It's no longer privately owned. It's owned by a collective, the Di Sarano Collective. Oh, look at these. The same company that makes Amaretto. Wow.
Grape is one of the
And
most
this is
known
another part
Sicilian
of the basement.
And the first vintage was this one. 19.
So it's very interesting. They roll the barrels. They roll each barrel on those rollers to, turn it a quarter turn to get the sediments mixed up with the wine again, to give it more flavor. Fascinating. Okay, those 3 red dots correspond to their different vineyards. So they have one by Catania, by Etna, one down in the south by Agrigento, and then only 35 hectares up near Palermo, sort of near Palermo. Oh, it's not the smallest. The one near Etna is. And then they have soil samples from each of the 3 areas. So that's the one from Etna.
And also metallic, the flavor.
That's the one from near Agrigento. And they grow only red. And the last one is from the one in the north near Palermo. And they grow white. So they grow both white and red in the Etna soil. And we're allowed to touch it. We're allowed to touch the soil. And of course, there's the stainless steel vats. Love it. And we are set for the wine tasting.
There are the vegetarian.
Okay. So this is my spot. So they paired us with food, and there's our wine. I'm so excited. All right, we are done with our wine tasting, and we're inside the room that's all glass. But the view is like, there's the mountains of Sicily. Somewhere up there Vito Corleone's family is. I don't know. Anyway, gorgeous. All right, so we are in a lovely luxury hotel. We just came to look, but it is beautiful. And they're decorated for Christmas. Oh, this is so pretty. And the roof, oh my goodness. We're headed, I don't know, out for the evening. All right, we are wandering the streets. We're done with our gelato. We had gelato. It was delicious. Oh my gosh. The chocolatiest gelato I ever had. And I believe this is the Palermo Opera House. And I'm not entirely sure, but I think this is what they used at the end of Godfather 3 for the scene at the end, I think, maybe. Okay, and those are poinsettias on the steps. Very pretty. So we are in a little restaurant. We are the only ones here now. It is early. And this is our aperitivo. It's like a huge plate of food. Plus we got pasta, 2 bowls of pasta, plus a drink. And it's 18 euros a piece. This is like gotta be one of the best deals ever. All right, this is the delightful restaurant that we just had dinner in. They gave us a little cheesecake dessert on top of all that stuff. Oh my gosh. So we're heading down the street. So much for dinner. We're walking it off. And here's like a little bar that's just sitting on the corner. There we go. This street we are going down is so dang cute. It's got tons of restaurants. This is like restaurant row. This is crazy. Darn it. I wish we would have eaten here. Oh my gosh.